That's why I like like you more technical with everything, you know. Me, man, I'm just right. Jump in and just like that. It is what it is.
I mean, I get that from the stream on my channel and stuff like that. And at the
Yeah,
end of the day, you know, opinions. When you think about it, they don't really matter because a lot of them are emotionally based.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
But I mean, if you got a body of knowledge based on experiences that you have, you know, then your opinion is relevant. But
Well, there you go. Oh, I yeah, you right. Okay, we on. What's up, everybody? It's week 2. Yes, sir. It's the sports talk with your boy,
Deffsoul,
and I'm G Rich. How y'all doing out there, man? I hope y'all safe. Oh man, y'all watch out there in Houston, man. That storm and stuff going, man. I know they tired over there, but they
man.
getting hit left and right. Houston, Louisiana
I was just
area.
about to say Louisiana.
Woo,
And I know
fam.
some weeks ago, New York, they got it pretty bad too. So
Yeah, I'm like, man, them hurricanes ain't letting up.
mm.
But anyway, man, we made it to week 2. We got a lot to talk about. We got this in this next hour, so you know, man. I tell you, this was one of the best NFL weeks.
Week
This
one,
week
the
one to
opening
start.
week, this
I'm
is
talking
definitely one
about,
of the
man.
best ones.
Yes, just like the first week of college. That was a pretty good one too.
Very good.
Y'all keep doing that, fam. Y'all keep doing it. Keep spitting the good games out to start the season off. That would keep, you know, they get people to, you know, watch the sports a little bit more and you know, just be entertained and then, you know, tune in.
Then
So
on
what
top
you
of
got?
that, last year, before I get this up, before we get started, and last year, I know it feels so good to have the fans back in the stadiums. It's gotta feel amazing.
Yeah.
The fans went crazy this weekend.
Hey man, if I feel like if you do right and try to help everybody, you know, even if vaccinated or not, if you out how in the world? Sorry, fam.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Hey, this live TV. Sorry about that, family.
Not sure how that happened.
I don't know what happened right there.
We good?
I don't know.
The blooper reel on the live video. Okay.
All right, but anyway, we have to watch out. But we have to try to watch out for each other. You know, with if you're not vaccinated or whatever. Okay, you're not vaccinated. When you're around a lot of people, please wear a mask. You might say somebody else like. Anyway, moving right along. Here we go. All right. So what you got?
Okay, so for starters, last night, Monday Night Football, you had the Baltimore Ravens go to the Las Vegas Raiders, and it's already being called.
Man,
it's already in the front runner. For
that was a hell of a game, fam. Yeah,
incredible game. Both teams showed a lot of energy. Both teams showed a lot of fight and hustle.
For real.
Ultimately, it came down to 1 or 2 plays, and the Raiders got the win. So I just go ahead and get that out. The Raiders surprised me with how physical they were on the defensive line, because usually that was one of their weaker spots.
Right.
They couldn't generate a pass rush. That pass rush got there on Monday, so that ultimately led to them keying in that victory. However, I want to say this. I need everybody, and not just his critics, I need everybody to understand something. We have got to stop this narrative that Lamar Jackson can't throw. That Lamar Jackson is over a lot of people. Lots and lots of
man. No, y'all can't put him in the category of something.
Every time he throws an errant pass,
Lamar great.
Every time he throws an errant pass, an overthrow, or you know, the occasional tip ball interception or something like that, people call him Jackson and say he's overrated. I told you he can't throw.
That's not true.
I told you he can't do that. And nothing is further from the truth. Right. And I got facts proving it.
Right.
Do y'all realize that since his NFL career started, Lamar Jackson has never had a passer rating.
What is not under 90?
Under 90.
Yeah, I knew that.
His career passer rating is what I'm saying is around 90 something.
That's correct.
That's very good on a scale of 1 to 100. That's very good. His MVP season in the last half of the season,
under 90. I know that.
Right. In his MVP season, he had led the NFL in the last half of the season. He led the NFL in passer rating, passing touchdowns with no turnovers in the red zone.
Facts.
We have got to stop this. Did he lose the game?
Yes, he did last night.
He had a backbreaking fumble, but that's because Carl Nassib got there. He got there.
If the Raiders had came back, I knew. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. The first part of the game I was watching, and then the middle part, I don't know what happened. That means I was asleep.
But that's what I'm saying. That loss isn't completely on Lamar. Yeah. His team fell apart late in the game. They were up by 2 touchdowns. It was 14-0.
Right.
The Raiders look suspect on defense. I mean, the Ravens look suspect on defense.
Ooh, they were giving up big gashes.
And then you give a go ahead. You give up to clinch the game in overtime. Right, you give up a go ahead wide open touchdown over the top.
Yeah, that was insane.
Jones.
That was insane.
But it happened. They're not the only team that went. They started the season 0-1. It happened. Stop that. Lamar Jackson is stellar.
No,
he is one of the top.
Lamar belongs in the NFL.
He's a top 10 quarterback. He's a top 10 quarterback, and when he's really feeling it, he's a top 5.
Yeah.
So let's get out. Let's get away from that.
All right, good one. All right, so now last week we asked you guys to pick the first 5 people that mentioned something, mentioned the right score. I gave you the Pittsburgh at the Buffalo game. Pittsburgh won 23-16. And everybody fell. So I think one person came real close.
Yeah.
I know my boy Carl came where he had 23-20 Pittsburgh. Anyway, they came out with some good scores, but it wasn't accurate. So we move it on to the next. I'm not going to give you the game right now, but we're going to move on to the next. But I just want to let you know nobody won. And before we close this segment out, that's when we're going to give you the game and ask you to give the first 5. Whoever get the first 5, we're looking at it right here. Whoever mentioned the right to, get the score, and then we're going to take your name down. Whoever mentioned the score, and who you win and got to get the score right.
Have the score right.
That's correct. Okay, so they get to if they get it right, they get 25. If all 5 people get the right score and the right teammate, each one of y'all get $25. It's just simple as that.
Fair trade.
First 5. All right. So anyway, here we go. Now, all right. I want to talk. You know what I want to talk about? Alabama at Florida. We're gonna switch to college for a minute. Alabama at the Mighty Gators. Okay, all you Roll Tide people out there. Okay, it's not going. I want you to understand something. If we were to allow, we meaning the Gators, we Gators. Y'all already know we bias and all this good stuff. Do anybody know that this will be Nick Saban's 100 straight? Was straight? See, I got to do my research. See, it's 100 straight. He had 99 when he won the Mercer game. I don't know if it's consecutive games in the regular season or what. Anyway, if he beat us, it'll be the 100th game. Not on our watch. You got to pick that another day. So I'm loving our chances. I'm liking our chances a lot. And later on, I'm going to give you the score. Okay? Anyway, this is going to be a great, great game. And they got it at 3:30. Man, we're going to shine. I know Alabama going to bring it because they got to keep themselves up. But we match evenly. Let me explain something to you about Bryce Young. Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud of Ohio State, they remind me they're like 2 similar players. And they are good. They definitely good. They definitely look like they 5-star material. Where they got the ability to run and pass pretty accurate. I'm going to say Bryce a little bit more accurate than C.J. Stroud of Ohio State. I just don't see them beating the Gators. Mac Jones, I knew they had a chance. I knew we could win that game, but the pocket passing quarterback,
I swear he don't.
Six. It ain't about impressive. It's about what they're willing to do at the line to block. They know these guys can move around and run. That's what we want you to do. I'm liking our chances. Family, I'm family. This wouldn't be an upset when the Gators win. This wouldn't be an upset to us. The Florida game, man, we expect to win. Just like Alabama fans, they expect to win. That the hell of a lot of them expect to go in and dominate us. Not gonna happen.
I mean, if you're at least 18 years of age, you would know that this is not an upset game.
That's right.
The rivalry between the 2 teams is 6-4 Bama. That's not that big of a spread. That's not. So usually when we match up against Bama,
what you mean in the SEC championship?
That's in SEC championships, yeah.
That's 6-4 Bama.
6-4.
They won by them winning the last 4 to take the lead.
They had to win 4 straight just to take.
We set the tone always. Go ahead, son.
Yeah. So to take the lead by 2, they're up 6-4. They had to win 4 straight against us. So when you think about it, that's not that much of a. That means we are very adept with playing them.
They know us. Trust me, they know us.
We know them.
We don't see them. We have respect for them. We don't see them. The coaching staff have respect for the Gators because they know we're not gonna lay down and let you just run and do how you want to do with us, especially coming into the swamp. Listen, fam, I'm gonna give you the score like I said later on. I'm expecting a convincingly 9-point win by Florida. And you're gonna say, what? Huh? Is he stupid? He's saying watch my mighty Gators. We ain't Miami. We ain't Florida State. We ain't Auburn. We ain't none of that. You come in there 3:30 in the swamp, expect to go the distance. Okay, so what you got?
Well, I think the game is going to come down to one big turnover made by Alabama. I do think for the first time since he's been the starter, Bryce Young, he's going to
experience something different.
He's going to experience a different level of pass rush.
It's going to be totally different.
And he's going to have to be great. And in that desperation, he's going to try something that he doesn't usually do. It's going to lead to a turnover, put us over the top. The end of the game, especially if Anthony Richardson comes in there, I'm expecting him to win anyway. If he comes in for more than a quarter and a half,
let it loose.
If he comes in for more than a quarter and a half, I see my Gators winning 41-31.
You see 41-31?
I think we'll have to score that much because Alabama's always good, but they are not as explosive as they were the last 2 years.
They seem to think they better.
They are noticeably less explosive than they were the last 2 years. Defensively, they might be
are
better.
Less explosive, but their defense is a little better. So they thinking that they better from last year. I beg to differ. Last year,
team is good, and
last year y'all was so explosive. No, you didn't really need your defense. Now you're gonna need the defense to hang around a certain game because this guy, you can think he's just gonna go up and down because the way he did the Miami. We're not Miami. We ain't Central Florida. We ain't none of that. We're awkward. The Florida Gators, or any ranked teams that the Florida Gators play, we're gonna step up to the level. Especially when everybody's saying, "Oh, we're gonna do." Oh, I love it. So I expect results.
When our defense was horrible. When our defense was horrible, they only won by 6 last year.
Okay, my boy Two Step says no way. That's because you're hurt about the Canes. So see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm loving. I'm that right there. I'm loving my chances even more because I know the Gators. I know the organization. It don't matter who the coach is. Once again, I know it sounds like a broken record. It doesn't matter who the coach is. It's like this. We had rivalries with all the great teams, especially back in the, except for Oklahoma. Even though we don't beat them in the national championship, I'm talking about rivals. We match up with them. The 90s, Alabama. Who you think used to whoop them? The mighty Gators. We don't see them. I'm trying to get you to understand that. In the 2000s, back and forth. Then y'all had to deal with Tebow. You had the number one team. We broke it down. We didn't have Percy in the game. We still beat you by double figure. We're a collective team. Alabama work as a collective team too. But now y'all starting to rely on a lot of 5-star players to break games open. That's when I like our chances because we got a lot of 4-star players, a few 5 here and there. That's all we need. Once you put on that uniform, everything changes, especially when the number one team come to town. OMG. Wrong move. Anyway, moving on. All right. I'm looking at some of the comments now. This is my boy Two Steps. Hey man, your Dolphins look okay. Your Hurricanes, they'll be all right. They look like a 9-win team again, but hey man, Derek King, he's just too small. I'm small, but them big guys on them lines and stuff.
Being small, and you got small to run and playing small are two different things. He plays small. And he already small. But when you got to run around like this here, and then you can't step your game up when you that small, like a Russell Wilson or something like that. He's not tough enough to be Miami's starting quarterback. He's just not.
Facts.
He is not tough enough to be Miami's starting quarterback. You cannot have the mental and physical toughness of a slot receiver and be the quarterback. That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
The last time I saw that was somebody that played for my Gators, and I hate to mention this dude's names because he was trash. Trayon Harris. He was the quarterback, but he had the mental and physical toughness of a slot receiver.
Yeah.
Which is exactly why we made him switch positions. Then he wanted to leave the school. Okay, bye. But that's why I'm sorry, it's only so far y'all going with the De'Aaron King. Not tough enough.
And someone just told me, my man Andy Moore. Damien. Yeah. I listened to him. I listened to Rhetoric, Damien. I listened to it. And right now, he knows how I am. Right now, you can't tell me, right? You just can't tell me Alabama, anymore say Alabama is a 15-point favorite. That's going to piss us off. I'm just telling you flat out how it is. We love it. How you dare you do that when your team was more explosive and more everything? You had everything last year.
Everything.
And you lost because I coach punted the ball on neutral territory. Now you got to come in the swamp with a freshman quarterback. I don't care how good he is. I'm telling you, I know the Gators. And we're going to make him look real mediocre.
This is not even bias coming out of
okay, 41-24 Alabama. Those are nice little scores. That's what you want because you're hurt. All right. What you say now?
I was just about to say, like, it's not like no bias speaking. We've seen him play twice now.
Yeah, I'm watching him.
He's okay.
They seem to think he's a juggernaut.
I said the same thing about Mac Jones. Mac Jones was not a stellar prospect.
And it was the weapons around him.
He has superior level weapons around him.
Oh my goodness, boy. Them boys are running around. Bam, bam. One move, they open, waiting on the ball. Devontae Smith. Waddle. Oh my God!
Litnikoff Award.
They still got Mitchell and they had Najee. Mitchell's not gonna be enough for you. Okay.
You had Jalen Waddle, who might have been the fastest wide receiver in college football at the time. Played.
And they got
he had good superior level talent around him. Mm-hmm. When you have that, it makes you look better than you are. Case in point, Ryan Tannehill for the Tennessee Titans. You got Julio Jones, you got AJ Brown. Both of them are very good. Yep. You got Derrick Henry, who just led the league in rushing for 2 straight years. Yeah. Then you had one of the better offensive line. It makes him look better. To me, Ryan Tannehill still the quarterback he was when he was in Miami.
Derrick Henry. We shut him down in the SEC championship. He was frustrated.
Yeah,
you're not gonna run on us in SEC championship.
I'm definitely gonna talk
he ran the ball 44 times for 187 yards. You deserve 187 yards off of 44 carries. He was so frustrated because he wanted to dominate Florida. Because you from Florida. All these traders. Anyway, I ain't gonna get into all that. Anyway, but this game here, it's a big one. Of course, any team can win, but I like our chances. You beat us four times in a row. Mm-hmm. It's time. We ready. Last year, set the tone. We ready for you. We're gonna give it to you from the old and the new.
And I do believe that regardless of the outcome, I do believe this is a preview for the SEC championship game again.
But the thing is, see, the pressure's not on us. See, society don't expect us to win. So when you come, G Rich, you what? I'm saying, yeah, I'm hurt. We lost, and we're gonna move on to the next. But they wouldn't want to see us again. That's how it would go. But it's not. Do you understand that? 9-point win. Watch and see what I tell you. The Mighty Gators. Now, I had something else here I wanted to talk about, too. Okay, we covered the Raiders and the Ravens game, right? Okay.
Games that happen Sunday.
Somebody mentioned Tennessee on here. Hold on. Wait
Tennessee? A minute. Oh, the Titans or the
Volunteers? I think but Tennessee is going to beat the Gators next week. Mr. Yo. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, bro. All right. Anyway, oh my goodness. All right.
Wow.
Somebody said Dan Mullen will mess it up for us. What a dude know he made me mad this past week. Don't get it. I know, right? he would have to answer to the alumni. He screwed us up on any decision making. We already got the talent both ways. And he still, Darian don't want him to put what's his name? Emory Jones in the game at all.
Period.
I told you we still will beat them if he used the dual quarterback system. It's gonna throw y'all off, and if he used both of them, we're gonna torch you.
And you know what
I'm telling you, we're gonna torch you.
And you know what I think? If he went up against FAU and USF in consecutive weeks, and you got 4 interceptions against much weaker teams with less talent.
Absolutely.
What do you think is going to happen when he faces a much more experienced and a way better coach, way more talented team? You don't need to touch the field. I know he will. He does not need to touch the field if you want to win that game, especially conventionally. He don't need to touch the field. He's not seeing the field. He's holding the ball too long,
But
missing wide open wide receivers, and turning the ball over.
Okay, that's his take. Listen, fam, AR-15. Yes, the quarterback from Florida. I'm gonna tell you something. Alabama, you want to see him the whole game. I want him to put him in the game to start and to finish the game. I want what Darian want in a certain way, but we still win with both quarterbacks. Long as this guy don't run the whole game. Emory Jones, you can't, not now, because nobody's, Kyle Pitts and all these guys are going. That's what we love when y'all talk like that. See, y'all about names, the big names. Who gonna stop Devontae?
They said that with Van Jefferson
they said,
and Freddie Swain.
They said all that. That's what we want. You keep thinking about your little 1, little 2, 5, 3, 5-star players here and there, sir. We'll beat you with a team of 4-star because we are the Florida Gators.
Did it before.
Now, Tampa Bay and the Dallas game. That was a hell of a game. That was a hell of a game. Oh man, what can we do? What we can say about that?
Okay, this is what I want to say about it.
You go
I do
first.
want to give props to Dak Prescott. He played incredible.
That's what I wanted to say.
He played very, very good. Surprisingly to me, because I thought he was going to have trouble against Tampa Bay's defense. Speaking of Tampa Bay's defense, I was very disappointed in their lack of play. Dak threw over 400 yards on them week 1, so your whole team was healthy. So you have no excuses. He lit you up.
Right.
And then also felt disappointment in Tampa's running game, namely in Leonard Fournette.
That's where I was headed.
So one of those picks that was on Tom Brady was definitely not on him. Catch the ball. You've been in the league, 5 years now?
That part there, okay. But there's one thing. Okay, one thing being on the Tom Brady team, I'm saying it because Tom Brady, that's a gangster. That's a gangster. That's a gunslinger. He got heart. You got to give it to him. Yeah, I don't like him if you don't do other curriculum still on the outside of football, but that's his business. Tom Brady on the field is a gangster. I want to ride with a guy like that, and he gonna make those guys better at the right time. They gonna get their little running game. What messed the Dallas Cowboys up? You wanted to show off Dak. You want to show him off. I kind of knew Dak was back when he was moving, doing that little twitch thing he do before he started all that twisting and stuff he do before the game.
The Dak.
But I knew it was the Dak, or that's whatever.
That's what they call it, the Dak.
Anyway, I knew he was back, ready to gunsling. But that's all you made it about. You took Zeke out the game.
Early.
You should have ran Zeke 30-something times. That would have controlled the game. See, I watched this thing.
I forgot how many carries he had, but it definitely wasn't enough.
It wasn't. He should have had the ball at least 30 times. For the big offensive line, y'all always talking about, you should have ran Zeke. I don't care if he got 2 yards here, 2 yards there. Run him. Run him.
In that defense, they were missing some linemen. So they couldn't run the ball effectively, but they still didn't give it to him.
Yeah, that didn't stop the Dirty Red last year when we missed all our guys was hurt. We ran the ball.
Yeah, not on the offensive line. Y'all still had y'all still had a top 5 offensive line last year.
So one guy that was missing, they center out of Dallas.
I think it's 3.
That was missing. I thought only the center was missing.
Center's missing. The center's missing. Lyon Collins, he won't be there for another 5 games.
So you saying that was the issue? Why they didn't run?
No. I'm saying that was part of it. That's why I said I do to give it credit for them throwing the ball that much. They didn't have like 2 or 3 linemen missing.
Listen, I beg to differ. You got to run that ball, man. You got to run it. You got to run the ball if you want to be the top-notch team. So, okay. Now, having said that about that game, now we got to talk about my boys, San Francisco and that Detroit game.
Okay.
Boy, I was real mad towards the end, boy, because that's the San Francisco I knew was what we had. I knew where we going. Right. I knew what they would still move us up in the power rankings because they see it. You understand what I'm saying?
So they still dropped 41.
We dropped 41, but I really didn't care about the score. It's how we was doing it. Bam, running almost 10 yards a carry with whoever was in the game. We gonna move you out the way and we gonna run the ball. That way, Jimmy, we know Jimmy can't mess up the game by throwing the back, huh?
And he didn't.
And he didn't because he can't throw over 20 times. He didn't throw over 20 times. That's all we need you to do, Jimmy. Run the ball and execute Shanahan plays. We look great. Their society putting us up with Tampa Bay at a 12-5 record. I expect somewhere to be up in there, 1 or 2 seed. It don't even matter. But now after they seen the Seattle Seahawks, the way they did the Colts, the undermanned Colts, they told them, so they got Seahawks like, okay, so we sit back and watch. We gonna put that thing in their life. I love y'all know I'm a 49ers. That's that dirty red.
I just want to say this.
We look real strong.
More than I want to say the past 5 years, more than even the past 5 years. This year specifically speaking,
all right,
the NFC West is going to be a dogfight.
We got that gauntlet.
I don't know if anybody else realized this. The NFC won all their games. The NFC West won all their games this weekend.
That's correct.
Every NFC West team won.
We coming.
Another division that did that was the AFC West. I keep telling people it is not going to be. It's going to be way more competitive than it's been the last couple of years. Chiefs ain't going to just run away with it. But I do want to say this about the 49ers game. The way they jumped out, I wasn't shocked at all. I knew what they had. They were one of the deeper rosters in the NFL. They're definitely one of the better defenses. And they got probably the best offensive play caller as their head coach.
Yeah. But he gonna run because he's gonna run the ball.
What I didn't
see it,
what I did not see coming, and what I was very disappointed in.
I was real mad.
What I was very disappointed in was the fact that the last time I looked, because we had turned it, because I drove and I went home, it was 41-17 with 2 minutes left in the game. So this is also on
the
Kyle
wheels
Shanahan.
fell off.
This is also on Kyle Shanahan.
The wheels fell off.
So you 41-17 with 2 minutes left, and in 2 minutes, Detroit scored 16 unanswered points.
He started gunslinging, going up and get it because we lost Verrett. Who else? Verrett gone for the season. They go another play. He gone. Who that was? Greenlaw.
He's gone.
Greenlaw. He got hurt. It opened the middle up. I said, what?
And then Javon Kinlaw, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
He was inactive.
Yeah, I mean he'll be back. I ain't worried about him. Right. But I'm talking about going, and it disrupted them, and they start. I would have did the same thing. They start gunslinging.
Of course, Dan Campbell was coaching a lot better than their previous coaches.
That's correct.
I do want to give him that.
Yeah, he started.
I don't want to take anything away from Detroit. I don't want to take anything away from Detroit. They had a game plan and it was working. Yeah. However, what happened at the end of the game was something I always knew happened. I've been saying it about Jared Goff for the last 3 years. He will not win a big game.
No.
He won't.
No.
He has too many holes in his game, professionally speaking,
for
him to win
I knew it. That last time they got the ball, I said, now he should crank. And that's what happened. Yeah.
So, I put...
Russell Wilson would have been a different story. He might have tied that game up.
Let me tell you something about Russell Wilson, because they beat stout. They beat a stout Indianapolis team, especially defensively speaking. Let me tell you something about Russell Wilson.
You're talking about the best passer or quarterback.
Russell Wilson is the best quarterback in the NFL.
You think he's the best quarterback?
He is number one. I put him over. Listen,
you put him over TB?
Yes, because he does more or less.
Russell bad now.
He does more or less. Tom Brady is absolutely the GOAT. Nobody will question that. Nobody will question that. 7 Super Bowl rings, nobody can question that. Having said that, Russell Wilson's number one. This man, without a significant O-line for the past 5 years, has continued to elevate his game year after year after year. Something Tom Brady has not even done.
I mean, boy, if
you know why? Because if Tom Brady's O-line is not there, he's gonna get hit.
So I got that two-list, don't he?
He's gonna get hit.
He's getting that knowledge.
But when Russell Wilson has no O-line, he has the motor to move around and make plays happen. Not to take anything away from DK Metcalf, but Tyler Lockett is one of the most slept-on wide receivers in the NFL. This man gets out there and balls every weekend.
Somebody said, okay, all right, so, it's 30 minutes in. All right, we get to talk to y'all now, and I got some doozies out here. Okay, here we go. Oh, my God. We'll get to that later with Mahomes, man. They ain't worried about no more.
Mahomes is the most
Damian Johnson said the Rams might be a problem, G.
That's actually true.
The Rams be a problem for San Francisco?
For the entire NFC, they might be a problem.
I beg to differ. We got a history. We own them. And I told you we might split this year. We don't beat them we don't swept them last, 2 seasons? Mm-hmm. This year, I think it'll be a split. They're a little bit better. They're just a little tad bit better.
For the first time in years, to me, they are wrapped. Quarterback, offense, defense, special teams, coach, they're wrapped. So I do think the Rams are going to be a problem in the NFC.
Okay.
They're one of the dark horses.
You say a problem in the NFC? Okay. Hell, they was in the playoff last year. Mm-hmm. So I expect that. If they run across that dirty red, who the best team on the road in the playoffs?
Historically speaking, nobody's better than the 49ers on the road.
I rest my case. We love it. You can have the games that y'all. We coming to get it.
For those of y'all who don't know, the 49ers hold the NFL record for the most consecutive on the road wins with.
We don't care about coming to your house.
That's ridiculous.
We get shaky at home. I be like, what they man?
Nobody's gonna break that record. 18 straight road victories. Nobody's gonna break that record.
All right, Charlie Mack, you done lost your mind. Charlie Mack said the Eagles 35-13. Okay. The Dirty Red. We play at 1 o'clock.
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about that game. Okay.
Go. Let's bring it up.
I like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
I like him. I liked him in college.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why he got upstaged by Tua Tagovailoa. Come on, let's not get amnesia. He is not a superior level passer. Has he improved his game since he got transferred to Oklahoma?
To beat San Francisco.
Yes. He improved his game since then. Is he a better quarterback now than he was then? Yes.
He is
was
much
he
better.
Surprisingly very effective?
And he
Sunday?
should be the starter of Philly.
I was very impressed with his game Sunday. Having said that, it was the Falcons. The Falcons are terrible defensively. They've been terrible for 3 straight years. Ever since that Super Bowl, they fell off the wagon. Everybody knows that. That's common knowledge. Y'all saw what happened last year when they went up against the Dallas Cowboys. That game was won a long time ago, and they still found a way to lose.
Hey, Charlie Mack, don't be disrespectful, bro. All right.
Like, come on now. Like, they're good, but let's see them play a real team first. Atlanta might be 32nd in the power rankings after what I saw. They're terrible. So now you got one of the best defenses in the NFL, and then one of the best coached teams in the NFL going up against the Eagles. Let's see how he performs before we start making claims like that. Come on now. I still expect the 49ers to win that game by multiple possessions. I don't think they'll beat them by 35, but if they win that game by 12, 13, 14, I will not be shocked. Eagles are still in a rebuild. Like they have a nicer team than they had last year, but come on. Like,
okay, the Rams are good in Arizona. Yeah, Arizona Rams. Everybody else see what look good. Chiefs will run away. The Chiefs will run away again. Anyway,
y'all.
I told y'all days are numbered, man.
Time out.
This team catching
Kansas
up with
City
y'all.
Chiefs. They beat who Sunday? They played
Cleveland.
They
came back and won the game.
Okay, they came back on Cleveland. There is one reason, 2 reasons actually. 2 reasons
I'm
why
gonna
the
get to
Chiefs
your
won
comments,
that game.
fam.
There's only 2 reasons why the Chiefs won that game. 1, Tyreek Hill had 11 catches for 197 yards. He won the game.
Tyreek gonna get his.
2, Baker Mayfield. And Baker's not trash. He is not trash. No. He's actually good. But when it's his time to win the game, that's when he folds. He did the exact same thing last year in the playoffs against the exact same team. That's why they made that matchup.
Facts.
They had them beat. Patrick Mahomes was injured and left the game. He had the ball late in the game to clinch the game and win it. What happened? He folded. He did the same thing Sunday. He folded. It's him. He has to continue to get better before we can start talking about AFC Championship games for the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland is loaded offensively and defensively, especially on the offensive line. They got the best offensive line.
You say Track, you say we're not beating them Rams and Aaron Donald is locking all that up. What they did the last 2 years, they're not finished. Look, 49ers, man, there's nothing you can do. He talk about San Francisco.
I understand. Please take the bias out of it because I need you to understand something.
We will run that ball down your throat.
The 49ers did not make the playoffs last year, right? They swept the Rams.
Yeah. We don't let
was Aaron Donald not there last year?
That's his opinion, though. He grabbed his opinion.
Was Aaron Donald not there last year? Was Jalen Ramsey not there last year?
It was there.
But Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't. But he will be there this time.
Mm-hmm.
So they got swept by them last year. They still finished 6-10, top 5 in defense. That's not going to be as easy as you think it is. And I like Matt Stafford.
He did. Before the 49 would choke. Boy, look at here. I really can't say nothing about that there. He better third time better be the charm for Mike Shanahan.
Yeah, but they got a plan B now just in case Jimmy Garoppolo starts to fold.
Facts on top of
facts.
They
have a huge plan B.
Don't even worry about it. You ain't got to tell them. They know. All right, let's go. All right, Dak is a comeback guy. Yeah. We will see the playoffs.
I put Dak in the same category.
The Panthers might shock everybody. You see the Panthers and the 49ers in the playoffs. That sounds good. Panthers, watch out for Panthers. Giants need to bench Daniel Jones. I agree.
Yes, today.
Definitely. At least I'm still mad about that Super Bowl. All right.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, well, I'm just answering the question. Just answering the question.
Yeah, but no, okay. I've been saying this. Danny Dimes is not good.
Mr. Yo, the Super Bowl. Did you say the Super Bowl championship is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers?
That's not a bad call.
That's not a bad call.
At the same time, let's see them get past the division first.
I can't give them that. It's not a bad call, but I can't give them that. Big Ben still great, but he's too slow for a pass rush.
Like
that dirty red, Sunday. We come with that pass. That no.
Ben Roethlisberger looked like an old man.
We come around that hill. It'll be lots of fumbles in that game. Y'all won't be able to stop our running game anyway. That's.
And their offense is inconsistent, and they still can't run the ball.
Oh, but there it is. It's Darryl Fisher. We them boys. They the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. All right, bro. But hey, the Cowboys do look better. I said I picked them to win their division. I do. That's about it. You get your one playoff game at home,
surprisingly,
bro.
They played
what you do after that?
Much better Thursday. They played much better. You still got shredded by Tom Brady. And some people are saying, oh, he's Tom Brady. He shreds everybody. That's true. You still got shredded. So,
Tracks, EJ, Tracks, who you want to win? It's a whole new year. We know it's a whole new year. Duval, yes, sir. What's your point about it's a whole new year? So what you think? And Tyrone say that's a real bad call. Which one, Tyrone? Y'all they got some good ideas. Let me see. They got some good talking points. The Cowboys are jinx. What can go wrong?
Stephen A. Smith.
I know my boy might be watching, man.
Stephen A. did it.
He put it on your boy. He'll hex the Cowboy. Will go wrong.
That's a black cat walking around.
Yeah, man. I don't know what. He shouldn't have never did Jimmy Johnson like that. I told you that was the black cat.
That could be it.
He shouldn't have. Jerry Jones shouldn't have never. That team. You own the team, but that team belonged to Jimmy Johnson. And boy, it was my 49ers. He came to the house and beat. So I'm balling. But when he said that second Super Bowl y'all won, when he said, "How about them Cowboys?" I want to jump to the screen. That damn Jimmy Johnson said, "How about?" And then I was, boy, my cousins, my family members, my mother, my brother from another, my ace. He got the towels going. He Cowboy. Ooh, I took it on the chin in the early 90s. I'm gonna say something. But I told you we was gonna come back and we redeemed ourselves in 1994. We finally got something
that's gonna make Cowboy fans mad.
Yeah, man.
But it's the truth. Y'all are not America's team. Not right now. You're not. America's team right now. I'm sorry. Is the New England Patriots. They have been for 20 years. Let it go. They rock America's colors. They've been the most successful team for 20 years. It's not the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all have to earn that back. Just saying we're America's team don't mean nothing.
But that's the part I don't like. Well, how you gonna pick one team to be America's team? Because who the hell told them to put a star and they call it Cowboy? But all I used to know. Okay, but I'm talking about my experience growing up with the Dallas Cowboys fans and all this here. Okay. In 1979, that's when I fell in love with the San Francisco 49 when they drafted Joe Montana. I told you all that. But before that, I was a little kid. It was the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Dallas Cowboys every year. And Pittsburgh used to beat them every year. But they kept calling them. I said, why they keep calling them? When America supposed to be what? The hard iron steel and the blue collar and all this shit. That's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not the one who looked sweet with the stars and the pa. Remember that? Boy, I couldn't stand that Bush Johnson. Pa. But that green, that steel curtain shut all that down. Billy Joe Dupree, I couldn't stand him. Boy, don't get me started about the Cowboys. Oh my goodness, don't get me started.
That's my uncle's team. Boy, look at him. Steelers.
Yeah, my brother. That's my brother. Yes. My brother. My brother be Pittsburgh down.
I got mad respect.
Yeah.
And they travel. Their fans travel.
They travel and they come to play ball. Just when you think you got them. That's why I told you I never have any beef with the Pittsburgh Steelers because they gonna be around then like they did Buffalo. Second half come back. I say, man. They don't figure that out. I say Buffalo in trouble, didn't it?
Yeah.
I say they down, but I say Buffalo in trouble.
Now, yes, Ben is a much older player. He's not as effective as he used to be. But let's stop playing with this man like he's not a two-time Super Bowl winner. Let's stop playing with him like he's not a Hall of Famer.
Oh, that's a good one, Andy. Yeah. Okay. Yes, they did. The Cowboys did beat the 49 last time when they played. They did.
It was
means nothing. We still got to the Super Bowl.
But at the same time, you take that. Okay, the last time they played them was last year, and then yes, they beat them fairly badly. But let's not sit there and act like that was a fully strapped 49ers team.
No,
it wasn't.
they beat it. We were both going back and forth. It was a
Last
high-scoring
year?
game. Yeah, it was a high-scoring game. We had that dude Mullins in there.
No, didn't Zeke break the game open last year?
He probably did break the game up, but that was a high-scoring game.
Right.
It was in Dallas, and we was balling. Remember, we was winning the game, and then it was going back and forth. I can't remember the score, but it was a high-scoring game. Okay. Yeah, we was in that game. He blew the game. Mullins. Yeah, that's the only way. We know we saw our worth. You know, but let's see what we got. Amen. G. Pittsburgh is the real America's team. That's what I believe, fam. Yeah. Mike Tomlin. No, Mike Tomlin is not a good coach. He's a great coach. He's a great coach.
He's a top 3 coach.
Yeah, he's a great coach. I mean, come on. You can have bad seasons, but that dude, I get the stretching, and he tell you what they're gonna do. We're gonna work and get the best out of weaker players. That's Mike Tomlin.
One coach that exists right now that's better than Mike Tomlin. Just one, and that's Bill Belichick. I wouldn't even put Andy Reid over Mike Tomlin. And Andy Reid's a great coach.
I heard you, Manny. All right. Jameis Winston's for MVP 100. All right. What NFC teams in the NFC make the playoffs this year? Good question, Trax. All right, let's go ahead. Okay, 7 teams now, right?
7. Let's
go to number 1, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, San Francisco, Seattle, Rams. Boy, look at here. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there.
This is when
Cowboys. I'm jumping to this. I'm jumping to division now. Cowboys should win that division by a game over Washington,
depending on what happens with Philadelphia.
Philadelphia cannot beat Dallas for nothing. They got a problem. The ones who can beat Dallas from time to time is in that division is the Giants. They go back and forth sometimes, but they've been whooping the Giants lately because of. And
I don't know what's going to happen with Washington.
And Washington, they're a little better. So you know what I'm saying? But they have a problem. Philly have a problem with the Cowboys. Anyway, okay, what I got? That 5. Okay, let's go to New Orleans. It's room for one more. It's either gonna be Arizona or Carolina Panthers. That's what I'm saying.
Arizona.
That's what I say.
Carolina still got holes, and I still don't know.
The entire NFC West might make it in, fam.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Honestly, yeah. Because Minnesota, Minnesota's in disarray.
Yes, this is my son. This is my firstborn son.
Minnesota's in disarray. That's what I wanted to get to. Green Bay.
The Packers.
I just want to say this from what I saw.
Okay, we got.
Aaron Rodgers does not care what happens this season. Aaron Rodgers is clear. His conscience is clear. He knows he got messed over the last couple of years, and he stuck it to his own team by winning the unanimous MVP last year. So he does not care. Okay,
now we got to go. We got 20 minutes left in the program. Okay, we got Trax asking about the AFC. Who you going in the AFC? I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. I got the Cleveland Browns. Yes. Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Dark Horse. Maybe I'll get it.
I'm picking the Chargers.
The Chargers. Okay. The Buffalo Bills. Definitely. If they get their stuff together, because they might fall with the arrogance. They better fall. That's fine. You got 2 more.
Number 6. Put the Ravens in.
The Ravens still gonna slide in.
Last but not least, I would not be surprised if Miami slid in the playoffs.
You think the Dolphins? That's a good one. Somebody got this. Somebody got to win out of the East. That's right. Okay, so the winner out of the East of AFC East is going to be the only one to get in the playoffs. It's going to be a battle between Miami and New England.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm picking Miami because I think the harsh realities of the NFL is going to get to Mac Jones later on in the season.
Yeah.
Because they lost to, who is that? They lost to Miami.
Track said no Jags. That's your team. That's his team. The Jags.
I would love for my Jaguars to make it, but our offensive line is a mess.
When I saw Sunday, I said, "Dog, man," because they society picked.
The analysts picked Jacksonville
to make the 7th seed. They picked them to win that game and to make the 7th seed.
Last year, and they're horrible now. But I knew our defense was terrible. I didn't know.
Damien said he don't think the Ravens gonna make it.
I put the Ravens in there.
Damien said he don't think that they are too many injured. They are significant, but boy, Lamar, they might slide through the back door.
No, they're only missing 2 starters.
I still think they're gonna slide through the back door with that 7th seed. Though.
Yeah, no, he was like they got too many injuries. They're only missing 2 starters.
Well, man, Tow Truck say, "Okay, Daddy the dog, you know you love the Dolphins." All right. I had one more topic I want to talk about.
They won 10 games and still missed the playoffs, but that's because every AFC team that was in the playoffs had at least 11 wins.
Facts.
So that keeps
okay. Now switching back to college, I did pick the Oregon Ducks to go into Ohio State to win. Did I not?
Yeah.
What I told you, I said they should beat them soundly.
You asking me?
I'm asking you.
Oh, it was you said they were gonna beat them convincingly.
Yeah. That's what's up, King. And so I got that one right. It was another one I picked, but it didn't come to pass. I'm trying to think which one. Oh, it's one more I picked. I told you I was gonna go into Iowa State and win. Iowa State, what is y'all doing in the top 10? Come on, man. Who picking these? I know who on the board. I know one person still on the board. Is Condoleezza Rice still on the board? She used to be on there, was on the committee. I'm laughing, but man, come on, man.
I honestly think only former coaches should be on the board.
I'm like, man, what is going on? Who picking these teams to be in the top 10?
Former coaches, scouts, and athletic directors.
You got to go by who you playing, man.
You got to be a football person before you start making them.
Definitely. You got to watch these games and see who the level of competition that you play. But I knew after seeing that first game with Ohio State and Minnesota, I seen Ohio State get a little shaky. And they're trying to push, just like they're doing Bryce Young. What's his name? That's his name. C.J. Stroud. They're trying to push him into greatness. That's not it.
Because you're in a great school does not mean you're going to be great.
I told him that.
Period.
That's right. Facts.
That has always been the case and will always be the case. And also,
they got some good points in here.
A small school doesn't mean you will be a small player.
Right.
Drew Brees went to Purdue. So.
Yeah, I think Tyron Randall said, I think the Ravens want to make the playoff. You think they want to make? I'm sure. Okay, Tyron, how is OSU still in the top 10? They can lose. They can lose another game and won't drop. Straight facts, fam. Thank you, Tyrannus.
Very true.
Ohio State lose a game. How in the world you be in the top 10? You lost at home. I don't care if Oregon was still ranked. See how you see the biases, what's going on? That's what a lot of teams, a lot of teams be like, well, what is going on? What is all this favoritism? They shouldn't be in the top 10.
I got a question.
They shouldn't.
I got a question. Starting into the college football season, who in the alumni of Oklahoma is threatening the lives of somebody who is at the top brass of the NCAA? Who is threatening them? They got ranked number 2.
Oh, my goodness.
In the preseason.
Oh my good man, ranked them in the Ohio
what
State.
What has Spencer Rattler done?
Freshman quarterback. What has he done to show?
What has Spencer Rattler done in 2020 to make you think that they were going to be a top 5 team, let alone a top 10 team? Please tell me they blew out a depleted Florida Gators team. Yes, Kyle Trask had his worst game as a Florida Gator. He did. Nobody's discounting that. But how many starters were missing in that game? Like 7, right?
Yeah.
He did not play the real Florida Gators, so what did he do?
Okay, so what did I tell you after that game? What they was going to do?
He said they were going to spring them forward in the power rankings. Yes,
I watched this thing. I say they're going to put Oklahoma on the map. Knowing that they wasn't playing the Florida Gators, they was playing the guys who just got on the team plus Kyle Trask, who did stink it up. It was just him and everybody else. All our guys wasn't there. So when they beat us in this unnecessary bowl game,
should never play that game.
They should never play the game. Unnecessary bowl game. I say they're gonna spring them up. They're gonna put them like they're a juggernaut, and they are not.
Last year was such a disappointment.
It's just crazy.
We were supposed to make the playoffs.
Carlos C. Jackson, my boy, on here laughing. What's up, Los? All right, let's see. You really get the air coming in. Hey, man, a lot of people, 80% of people in America think the Gators don't have a chance, except the Gator fans. We know better.
Need I remind
We're not going to talk smack, but I'm telling you.
I want y'all to please keep believing that. Because the last time somebody told us that we don't have a chance, we don't have a chance in hell, was when Ole Miss came to Florida.
Yes, they did.
That was the last time.
What's that
Everybody,
guy named?
Paul Feinbaum.
Feinbaum.
Everybody
that
said
dude, that's an Alabama
everybody said
there, boy.
there
They
was
paying
no
him.
way we were beating Ole Miss because they beat Alabama the week before.
Yeah.
What happened?
They did everything.
Let's not get
Alabama.
amnesia. We blew them out 38-10. And we still have points on the board. So
we're gonna be all I'm telling y'all, we're gonna be Alabama for the old and the new.
Anybody
it's coming. Just to send y'all a message. Humble some of y'all, break y'all down. Yes, even the top guy can fall. I'm gonna show you. Anyway, it's getting to the what they call it, the witching now. Anyway, all right, family.
What with the picks left?
Yeah, I got the pick, the game. Okay, since we got right now, we got 10 minutes before we close out. Okay, the first 5, Darren gonna screenshot it. The first 5 people who type in here the score. Okay, somebody smart. Antonio Westbrook, he got Alabama 31-17. That's the game. Go now. That's the game. Pick that game. Who gonna win and give me the exact score? We got 1. Antonio Westbrook was the first one. He already knew. Tyrone Randall said y'all won't beat Bama. See, you think too small.
You don't want us.
That's why. That's what it. This dude done lost his mind. This dude here, baby. Charlie Mike said 44-7. You believe they gonna come in there and beat us worse than they beat Miami in the swamp? Okay, all right. How many it is?
3, 4. Screenshot.
Okay, screenshot. That's it. Andy Moore was the last one. All right, let's see. 1. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, Tyrone Randall. No, he was on. Wait a minute. Yeah, Tyrone Randall called it. Tyrone Randall was the last one. 34-6. Who? Tyrone. Everybody picking Alabama. Okay. Westbrook's 31-17. Charlie Mike 44-7. Tyrannos 45-21 Alabama. Kenny Smith say 45-7. 45-7 Alabama.
Kenny Smith.
Who? Kenny Smith?
His name.
Yeah. Tyrone Randall said 34-6. Who you talking about, Tyrone?
Yeah, you got to put a winner.
You got to put the winner. John Hargett got Alabama 27. I'm still reading, but these don't count.
I got a question for Tyrannus.
Tyrannus.
Is that name from Star Wars, Lord Tyrannus? From Count Dooku? His Sith name?
Yeah, that's I guess he's using that as his YouTube name.
I just want to know if that's where he got it from, because that would
okay,
be cool.
Tyrone, he said Bama. Okay, y'all made the top 5. So whoever get it right, you win $25. All 5 of y'all got different scores. So whoever get it right win $25.
They ain't giving us a
okay. Every week we'll do the same thing. And if the audience continue to be active and grow, and then we'll do a lot more perks. If it starts to dwindle, whatever, y'all don't like or something like that there, then I'll just shut it all down. I'll shut that down and then continue with my cooking. Yes, sir. All right.
How much time we got left?
We got about 5 minutes left.
I just want to go through my picks for week 2, if we can fit that in.
We can fit that in there. King Gee got Florida 28-17. That sounded about right, King Gee. Somebody got some sense.
We got one. Goodness.
You're not gonna come there and go off.
All right, so these are my week 2 picks. New York, the Giants at Washington. I got Washington. You got the New England Patriots at the Jets. I got New England. You got Denver at Jacksonville. I picked Denver. Of course, I want my Jaguars to win.
Hold on. Go a little slow because I'm jumping there too.
Okay. So next is Buffalo at Miami.
Buffalo at Miami. That's gonna be significant.
That's gonna be a lot closer than people think.
That's a big game because did New England win week 1?
No.
Miami did pull that game out. So I didn't pay attention to that, fam.
It was a close win, but it was a defensive game. But Miami pulled it away. Then Buffalo need that win, so I'm going with the Buffalo. I did
Buffalo
too.
need that win, so I think they're gonna beat Miami.
San Francisco at Philly. I'm picking San Francisco. Then you got the LA Rams at Indianapolis. I'm picking the Rams.
The Rams
because the Colts quarterback situation looks very suspect right now.
Yep.
Then you got the Las Vegas Raiders at Pittsburgh.
The Thursday game. What is it? Giants at Washington. Washington should win that one.
Yeah, I picked Washington to win that one.
Okay.
So you got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm picking Pittsburgh. That pass rush is going to be too much for the Raiders
Las
whole line.
Vegas Raiders at Pittsburgh.
Yes.
That's gonna be another good game. But Pittsburgh
Still,
should
Creighton
be
is
able
going to
to.
be flying. That's all I'm going to say. You got
Yeah,
Cincinnati
the Bills
at
should be-
Chicago. Cincinnati showed me something week 1. I think they're going to continue
You
that
like
momentum.
you like Cincinnati?
I like Cincinnati.
Yeah, they
Chicago
getting
looks
stronger,
suspect everywhere, offense and defense.
Ooh,
You got Houston at Cleveland. I'm picking Cleveland. That
Houston.
running game is going to shred off
Yeah.
the defense of Houston. They're
well,
going to
that
shred
dude
them
don't
everywhere.
got bigger. Who did it? Chubb.
No, Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt,
he's
him and
bigger. He's
Chubb.
noticeably bigger. But
They.
yeah, then now you got New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. That's going to be close.
That's gonna be close.
Think.
I like Carolina at home in that one.
I got New Orleans at that one.
Okay,
But because of one reason, Alvin Kamara. I think he's going to be too much for their defense.
I beg to differ. I think the Carolina Panthers be ready for that one.
I wouldn't be surprised though.
All
You
right.
got Minnesota at Arizona. Minnesota is very suspect everywhere.
Minnesota at Arizona.
Yes, I'm picking the Cardinals.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, Kyler Murray played great week 1. You got the Atlanta Falcons at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think that's going to be very, very bad for Atlanta. Even though it is a division game, Atlanta is terrible. I think Tampa Bay should shred them.
Yeah.
Then you got Tennessee at Seattle. For those of y'all who don't know, I absolutely hate the Tennessee Titans. But this is my unbiased opinion.
Yes, sir.
Seattle or Russell Wilson be too much for their defense.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson be way too much for their
Tennessee
defense.
should start out 0-2 this year. Yep.
Then you got
What
the
you
Dallas Cowboys at the LA Chargers. Let me tell y'all something about the
Dallas
Los Angeles
Cowboys
Chargers.
at the LA Chargers.
That's gonna be a close. That's gonna be a tricky one. Either team could win that one, but I do think the Chargers defense can stop the Dallas Cowboys offense a couple times. I don't think Dallas' defense can stop Justin Herbert's passing game.
I don't think they know. I don't think Dallas got anybody to stick what's his name?
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen.
Let me tell you something.
My
dad could tell you this. My dad
Dallas
could
boy,
tell you,
y'all in the world with, but y'all might have to go out 0-2, start 0-2.
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
I'm going with the Chargers.
My dad knows this, and he will attest to this. I was the first one on Keenan Allen's bandwagon. I saw him at Cal, and I saw him his rookie season, and he was injured.
And when he told me, I said, "Man, you watching that dude from California?"
I'm telling you, I told y'all he was bad, and he don't get his shine, and he is bad. I'm telling you, he's almost uncoverable. He's almost uncoverable.
He's uncoverable.
But this is what I think the biggest difference maker will be. Justin Herbert threw in his rookie season, he threw 31 passing touchdowns.
Yeah,
he's better now than he was in his rookie season. I think he's gonna be too much for Dallas. And then there's 2 games left. Kansas City at Baltimore.
28-14 Eagles.
Wow.
I beg the difference, John.
Then you got Kansas City at Baltimore. I think Baltimore bounces back. The thing about Lamar Jackson is he hates losing. I do think they bounce back.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a shocker. He hates losing.
Ain't that game at night?
And he hates losing to Kansas City.
Yes.
That game is at 8:20 p.m.
I take the Baltimore Ravens. They fans gonna be ready for that.
I think they're gonna bounce back. I think
they're
it's gonna be a
rare
shocker.
angle. Yeah.
Tyreek Hill is gonna get
Dallas do have a lot of weapons, but the thing is, if you get a pass rush against Dak, you can cause fumbles, hurry passes. If they're one-dimensional, I like the Chargers, and right now they are.
And last but not least, you got Detroit at Green Bay.
But I still think Dallas gonna make it in the playoffs.
Last but not least, on Monday, you got Detroit at Green Bay. I do think Detroit got a little momentum after the way they finished the game with the 49ers.
I think.
Having said that,
I think Aaron Rodgers will be able to.
Aaron Rodgers is going to bounce back and shred Detroit. I don't think it's going to be close. I think I see that game ending somewhere around 38-14. Green Bay's going to bounce back and blow Detroit out.
Wow, that's a good one there. That's some good picks.
Yeah.
All right, fam. That is it.
That's it for us.
We did it. We did it again, fam. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for joining us. It was a lot of interesting conversation and talking points in here. I'm gonna go back over and watch it. Hey, fam, I love y'all to life. From Deffsoul,
we out of here.
Grich. Till next week, we'll see y'all. Peace. Bye, y'all. Appreciate it. That was awesome.